Welcome to Tales After Midnight, where fear lives after dark. Let's begin tonight's terrifying tale. It started when 17-year-old Daniel moved into his aunt's century-old house in rural Oregon after his parents died in a car crash. The house was massive and oddly shaped, with creaky wooden floors, dusty chandeliers, and a staircase that groaned every time someone stepped on it. But what disturbed Daniel most was the door under the stairs, small, locked, and cold to the touch. His aunt warned him to never open it. "That's where the house keeps its secret," she said with a forced smile. But a curiosity grows louder in silence. One night, when thunder rattled the windows and shadows danced across the ceiling, Daniel couldn't resist. He found the key hidden behind an old mirror in the attic, like it wanted to be found. With shaking hands, he unlocked the door and opened it slowly. The air inside was colder than the rest of the house, and it smelled like wet soil and something older. Like rot, a narrow set of stairs led downward into complete darkness. He grabbed a flashlight and descended, each step groaning like it hadn't been touched in decades. At the bottom was a small stone room, walls covered in scratch marks and symbols carved by fingernails. In the corner sat a small girl in a white dress, her long black hair covering her face. She didn't move. She didn't breathe. Daniel whispered, "Are you okay?" Her head twitched, then slowly turned too far, almost completely backward, and she whispered, "You found me." Suddenly, the door behind him slammed shut, and the flashlight flickered out. He screamed, pounding the door, but it wouldn't open. The girl began crawling toward him, her limbs bending at unnatural angles, joints cracking with each step. As her face emerged from the shadows, Daniel saw her eyes, milky white and weeping black tears. She opened her mouth to scream, but no sound came. Instead, the entire room screamed for her voices of dozens, maybe hundreds, all crying out in torment. He blacked out. When he woke, he was back in bed, gasping for air. It was morning, maybe a nightmare. But under his bed lay the flashlight, and a single black tear stain on the carpet. That day, he told his aunt everything. Her face turned pale. "You weren't supposed to open it," she said quietly. "That door was sealed by your great-grandfather. That girl, she was my sister. She died down there in 1948, but she never left." From that night on, Daniel wasn't alone. He saw her in mirrors, heard her crawling behind him in empty rooms. At 3:13 a.m. every night, the door under the stairs creaked open on its own. Once, he bolted it shut, but the next morning, the nails were ripped out from inside. His friends stopped visiting. One of them saw the girl behind him in a photo and refused to ever come back. Daniel tried everything: priests, salt circles, even burning sagebut. The house fed on fear, and she fed on the house. He stopped sleeping. His eyes sunk deep into his face. His voice became hollow. And then, one day, he disappeared. His aunt said she heard a whisper from under the stairs. He belongs here now. The house was sold. New owners came. They unlocked the small door beneath the stairs, curious. Police found nothing inside scratch marks on the walls, and a single Polaroid photo. It was of Daniel, standing in the corner of the room, holding hands with a girl in white. And behind them, dozens of others, all children, their eyes white, their faces blank. If you ever hear knocking from beneath your stairs, especially at night, don't open it. Don't check. Don't even breathe. Because once she knows you heard her, you're next. Thanks for watching Tales After Midnight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before midnight, sleep tight. If you can.